Hi, and thanks for tuning in again this week to the Wine O'Clock Show. We had such an overwhelming positive response with the launch of the show last week, and we just wanted to say a big thank you. It is Friday, it is 5 p.m, and it is wine o'clock time, so kick off your heels, grab yourself a wine, sit back, and enjoy this week's episode. So welcome, ladies, to the show. We have Michelle Evans and Helene Dyke joining us on the couch today. Welcome, ladies.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers to 5 o'clock. Cheers to wine o'clock.
Yes. Cheers.
Isn't it 1 o'clock all the time? Or maybe just my house.
This week we've seen the teachers in dispute and went on strike yesterday for a 3.25%.
Was it just the Catholic teachers? Or?
Catholic teachers, yeah. 8,000 across 242 schools in Queensland.
Significant.
Yeah. Do you think it's warranted a pay increase, or, what's your thoughts?
I'm not a teacher, but I'd hate to be a teacher. So God bless, teachers, nurses, doctors, pay them what you can. I mean, they've got our children in their hands, and their impact is lifelong. I have, as we've had a discussion before, we've spoken about this kind of thing. I've got 2 teachers that had a big influence in my life. Christie Hayes, my English teacher, who went on to be the Deputy of Mayor of Brisbane, and Miss Ben. If they weren't in my life and they weren't as passionate, maybe I'd turn out different, but they were the ones that guided me in the right direction. And we need to attract, in this day and age, the right people to the teaching role. So there needs to be remuneration for the effort. Having said that, though, and again, only knowing bits and pieces of the information, having said that, there needs to be more targeted rewards for teachers who actually do put in the extra effort, not just the same carte blanche across the board.
Because baby Asha, as she is widely known, was flown to Brisbane last month for treatment after she scalded herself with boiling water while learning to walk in a tent at Nauru Regional Processing Centre. In a horrific turn of events, the mother of baby Asha was interviewed by police this week after a guard claimed she admitted she purposely burnt the girl to get her into Australia. The standoff between the doctors and the government raises a number of ethical and legal questions. Should we be investing this money into refugees instead of our farmers or our homeless people? That we, as Australians, we've got a lot going on in our country where our money could be, exported into our country. Why are we focusing and putting money into refugees who are coming here illegally sometimes? Helene, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, this is a very, very touchy subject with everybody. But to me, my family immigrated over here in the 60s. They did it the correct way.
Yep.
I do have a problem with the way they do come over. And I do have a problem with the way that we have been giving them everything. They can go out into the public, they can get money from Centrelink, we can pay them straight away, but we're not looking after our own in the first place. We need to look after our farmers. It's extremely important. I've got family that are strawberry farmers. We really need to look after them because they're really getting the wrong end of the stick here. Refugees, what happened with baby Asha? I know that the police aren't releasing their report, was the last thing I read about it. Now, in regards to that, every child, it doesn't matter if they're over here legally or whatever, they do need medical attention. And they should never be pushed away for that. And they need it for as long as is required. I would never take that away, but if the parents did it to get some form of residency here in Australia, I'm totally against that.
It encourages more. And
take the child away from them.
But do doctors also too, they have an obligation, I think, that if they think a child is in danger or if they think a child isn't going back to a safe environment, they're well within their rights to keep that child at hospital, aren't they?
Well, that child had to have 2 weeks treatment, which I read. It was on a medical report that was, you can easily obtain it on the internet. But my disagreement with everything would be, if they're trying to claim residency because of it, no. Send them back.
And look, we've seen waves, after the Second World War, we had great projects like the Snowy River Project built by the Italians and Greeks, obviously the Australians. Then after the Vietnamese War, there's always been, waves and influxes. The most difficult time it's the most difficult thing now. It is a political hot potato.
Yep.
And there are people, for want of a much better term, jumping the queue, who would be a politician, because your job is to try and define, is to offer a safe and humanitarian solution to the genuine refugee seekers, is trying to determine who are the genuine and who are the non-genuine. I mean, it would be difficult, very difficult.
Yeah. There are concerns we could soon be paying a lot more for our dairy products and baby formula after approval was given for the sale of Australia's biggest dairy farm to a Chinese company. There are fears products from Tasmania's Van Diemen's Land Dairy will be shipped directly offshore in bulk, creating local shortage. One of our biggest dairy producers in Tasmania, Van Diemen's Land Dairy, sold to foreign investors in China. Do you agree, disagree? You know, what's going to happen to our industry?
Obviously they were allowed to. It's their own business. They were offered good money and they sold it. Just like there's been parcels of land down and past Pelican sold years ago to the Chinese, opposite Fells Creek, 40 million. If we feel strongly about it, we need to make our authorities known about it to change the laws. There are two things that are most important. Obviously you have your border security, but food and water.
Yep.
That's all we've got. So we need to be able to feed our own. We need to look after our own. As you both know, my husband's family, that property now, it's been almost 140 years I've been on. It's like any business. They're treated like any business. It has good times and bad times. But it is attractive now when foreign investors come in and offer you a lot of money and you can go, you know what, too hard, walk off.
Does that mean our milk is going to become more expensive?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. There's still lots of, it just happens to be, in the current political environment, something that's going to get a lot of traction because we're selling to foreigners and then people are scared of foreigners. But right now, you had all these great Australian dairy farmers going back over a decade ago with the Woolworths and Coles competition. Well, I think there's too much competition. However, it gets back to control.
Yeah.
We need to be able to control our food bowl, our food source. And right now, I don't think that's going to tip over the percentage of milk produced and owned by Australians, but it's certainly alarming.
Yeah. So ladies, do we want to get a little fun on and play our game that we played last week, which was a huge success, is Never Have I Ever. And, should
I be scared?
You should be very scared.
Yes, you should.
There's no lying in Never Have I Ever. You have to tell the truth.
Well, you all know me anyway. God.
Yeah, we won't go there.
So I'm going to give you your paddles. I have, I've never. And you've got to answer.
You just keep, I have.
You just
like
keep
that.
Yeah, Michelle, you just
keep
like that.
I have. Just keep
Excuse
I have.
me.
Excuse me. I'd like to see I have never.
You don't think that's going to happen?
No, I don't.
Never have I ever stuck my hand into a toilet to retrieve something.
No, actually never.
Oh, I have.
You know that I've got OCD. Stop the phone. Flush.
My phone.
I'm feeling like I have, but I'd like to say I haven't, but I can't remember what I have.
There's plumbers for that.
No, my phone. I've done it.
Oh, no. It's not. You can't put that up to your face after it's been done.
No. What happened, it was in my pocket, and I forgot it was in my pocket. The first one, would you believe, was at the airport. I nearly had a heart attack.
Michelle's like sweating under the armpits now.
I go to the toilet and
all sorts wrong.
As you do, yep. And the phone just went plop, and I went shh.
Yeah.
So I picked it up and had it under the hairdryer and thought, I'm dying now, and I didn't know what to do. But
did you ever hesitate? Like,
just burn it.
Do I not?
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
Not even the Sims. Even the Sims done.
Yeah.
Burn it.
I took it to the phone place because it wasn't working, so I ended up getting
Did you tell them?
one.
It's a bit shitty, that one.
No, I said
Never have I ever congratulated someone who wasn't actually pregnant.
Oh, I have.
I've never.
These are tame.
Yeah.
These aren't. Well,
tame.
I could ask you some good ones. If you
you want entertainment? Yeah.
I was at a ladies' night up at Nambour, it was, and we're all
a normal Friday.
Yeah, a Tupperware party we call it.
Yeah.
We were in the ladies' room and we were all having a chat, and there was this lady sitting there, and I went, "Oh my goodness, congratulations! How far are you?" And she went, "I'm not pregnant." I went, "Oh, I'm sorry."
How did you recover?
I just said, "Look, I'm really sorry." I said, I just looked at you and I just automatically assumed. I said, I'm so sorry. I was absolutely devastated and so embarrassed, but I never say anything to anybody unless they really.
I've been waiting for someone to say it to me, but they just know I'm old. And I was about to go, yes, I'm 15 years and 3 months along.
Ready any day now.
Yeah, any day. Very well cooked.
I haven't, but I've been accused of being pregnant. I think it was
you.
Yeah.
What, really?
Yeah, like
How? Did you have an olive?
I had bread that day.
Yeah.
I was due.
It's carbs.
Never ever have I gone to work with no underwear on.
Oh God, no.
Oh,
That's essential.
I have never.
I have.
Oh, you little hussy.
We're getting away with it on the weekend. I don't need to know such things. I'll be now going.
Okay, so my story is I'm a virgin when it comes to G-strings.
Yes.
So I wore a G-string for the first time and hated it.
Got itchy?
And I couldn't stand wearing it for the rest of the day, so I just took it off.
No.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. What if you're in an accident, darling?
I'd get a show.
Yeah. My
Dinner and
mum
a show?
always said
Dinner and a
clean
show?
underwear every day.
Really?
Clean.
It's
Yeah.
got to be
I'm surprised
clean.
that you...
But the problem is, first you see
No.
it, then you say it. So
Yeah.
if it's clean or
At
not.
home, I don't mind running around with that, no underwear, but at work, no.
Never have I ever had sex with my boss.
I have.
Never.
I have.
Don't you be.
I have. Mine's my husband.
Oh,
so
well, we know that.
yeah.
Mine is my now husband.
It's important then. Just as long as it's Bank Thursday, happy days.
Poor office would never be the same again.
No.
No.
Go Twitch now. Okay.
Oh, we could go so much further with that. You know that.
No, Pete. Oh, I'm never going in that boardroom.
Oh, getting all hot flustered now.
Oh, dear. Never have I ever cursed during an interview. Usually mine gets beeped
Oh,
out.
yeah, I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course you have.
Yeah, of course.
It's a
Yeah.
normal phone conversation.
I know. It is.
Well, thanks, ladies, for joining me on the show today. It's been too much fun. You'll have to come back, Michelle.
I don't think I should.
I think you should.
She's getting very big trouble.
Mm.
And Helene, we'll see you next week.
Yes, I'll be here.
Thank you, Tam, too, by the
Yeah,
way, doing a
thank
fabulous job. Thank you for having us.
Well, that's a wrap here on the Wine O'Clock Show. And a big thank you to Helene and Michelle for joining me today on The Couch. Be sure to tune in every Friday at 5 p.m. here on Facebook to catch the show. And don't forget to like the Wine O'Clock Facebook page along the way. Now, all that's left to do is grab yourself a wine and have a fabulous weekend. I'm Tam Wrigley, and I'll see you again soon.